The episode was called What Kate Does.
Not What Kate Did, season 2.
What did you do? Catherine!
This episode gave us our first example of what a flash sideways episode devoted to one, or in this case, two characters would look like.
Do not get out of this car.
It just felt a little flat to me. The connection between Kate and Claire seemed a little forced. Like, no, they're fated to meet and this has to happen. But I wanted a little more intrigue and mystery about it.
The scene that bugged me the most was when Kate got back in the cab after she got freed from the cuffs,
right,
and went back to look for Claire and found her, because it's pretty easy to find anyone just driving through the streets of Los Angeles.
Sure.
And that Claire would actually get back in the cab with her. It sort of broke the reality of the story for me, and I was disappointed with that.
At the same time, there were a few moments where I think our imaginations were firing. When Kate had that moment where she sees Jack, or when Kate is going through Claire's stuff.
And she saw the killer whale.
Right.
And the killer whale is like something that actually Kate had given Aaron back when she was raising Aaron during the flash forward storyline of season 4.
My personal theory on it is that Damon and Carlton haven't approved this theory. It's just mine. Is that Kate has in her soul memory actually gone through the 3 years that we've watched her do on the island, and even in her flash forward stories, that all of that is in there somewhere. She just doesn't have a conscious memory of it. So what I'm doing is playing a woman who's constantly sort of in battle with herself.
Is Aaron okay?
There are things within her that she knows and understands that she doesn't consciously recognize.
This is a jumping off point for us to talking about one of the best moments in that flash sideways, which was Ethan.
I just don't want to have to stick you with needles if I don't have to.
I love that moment too. It reminds us that this isn't some what-if fairy tale. This is a completely other world where things are radically different. Things were changed even before the plane crashed, or in this case, didn't crash. Ethan should be on the island, or dead on the island. He should be an other. But no, he left the island, he grew up, and he's a doctor, a kindly doctor.
But the big question for us in examining these flash sideways, it seems, is it that they're basically always the same person, and the events are a little bit different? Are events predestined? These are the questions that we need to be asking.
Are all these people sort of reincarnated forms of their island selves, and they're sort of recalling a past life? The other thought I had about the episode is, are they somehow psychically connecting with this other world and channeling in ideas and personality traits even from their island selves? There was that great moment you pointed out in the cab where Kate is looking out the window and sees Jack, and there's that moment of recognition in her eyes.
Yeah.
And for me, that paralleled the moment in the temple when Jack and Kate talked, and they had that really tender moment.
Be careful.
And there was that look in her eyes where she saw Jack all dreamy and confident and all that. There's the man I love, you know? And I just almost wondered, like, that moment of recognition on the island, the moment of recognition in LA, are these two Kates connected in some way? Are they exchanging energy and information and maybe even inspiration for what they need for their respective storylines?
Maybe if we could find her and bring her back to Aaron, then maybe all of this wouldn't have been for nothing. I think you should keep him. Well, good luck. Yeah. You too.